is the Tuk.
Okay, great.
Just take a step here. It's a bit cold, and I will prepare you.
Okay.
And find out what you want.
Okay, great.
And the time only works when we start.
Oh, great. Thank you. Okay.
So are you really interested in history?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Because we have 900 years of history.
Great.
And another thing is, we are this tiny little nation. Always when it helps someone, get stronger, get more people, and get bigger too. Just a second. So, but first, when we start our nation, we are thankful to others because they help us. So our nation was born in a war, fighting against the Muslims. Because in the 7th century they came to the Peninsula, and this state who was after it, they fight all against Islam. You know, I have to make it because it is a bomb. No.
Oh, yeah.
So we were thankful to others because there came people of help. And it was great. The voters came from all over Europe. But the biggest one, there was so much that our king, when he arrived in Lisbon, when he take the castle from the border, from the Islam, he named it after the king. That's why we called it St. George.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Yeah, George is not a very Portuguese name, but I'd rather have the George name, but anyway. George, yes. But called not like a king, because our kings, we called them like George. We called it like a saint, which in the Catholic mythology is more high. We called him like a saint, St. George. So, I said already, every time when we help someone to get stronger and bigger, we started there.
What year was that?
When we started to help someone?
When the castle was taken to Lisbon.
1147. Our nation was built 1144. Means in a few years we have 900 years.
Yeah, well.
So maybe you came back and celebrate with us.
Yeah, there you go, the 900 years.
So, the castle, yeah, we was thankful to others, and then we started to have someone, was the Templar Knights. So, the Templar Knights was an extension of the Holy Sites of Europe. We talk in a time there was already kicked out of the East. So, they was the only one. They had a special target because there was a protector of the pilgrims. So then there was the only one who had the permission to lend money, but the rest was not permission to lend money.
Yeah.
Bank trades forbidden in the Middle Ages.
Right.
But they have the exception because some pilgrims can get destroyed, get rubbish, so they could ask for money, but criminals. But you can guess, it is only back in the rich and that notice also the king. King Philip IV of France. His nicknames were kings back then and nicknames. And back then this nickname of him was the Duke. So he goes to the Templar Knights and the king asks for money. Because the king at that time was given by God in their thinking.
Oh, yeah.
The Templar Knights give them money. But then he never stopped asking for money. Again. And one day, the Templar Knights said to him, what the king did, the king ordered the Templar Knights are going to the present. I even tell them what talk about Templar Knights. So the Pope accepted it, and the Templar Knights have to flee from all the places. But do you know already what it is? What it consists of? back then, any country in Europe was Catholic, and much stricter than today. So the King of Portugal had to follow the code. But somehow, that was the freedom of the king. What he did, he opened a new convent, the convent of Christ. And when the Catholics arrived, they put all the Catholics inside. So the institution Catholics ended. They even took the sign with them, because the red cross. Have to change a bit to do like that, obviously, to the white cross inside. And now it comes to special. They have to flee in the year 1307. 10 years later, the first, and that's why the oldest navy in the world was the Navy of Portugal. And it became the sign of the Convent of Christ, which is the red cross of the Templars with the white cross inside. That is still the sign of our cross.
So did the Knights Templar turn into the Portuguese Navy?
Before we had already fighting ships.
Got it.
Because we fight against the Moorish, against the Islam, and there was great sailors. So but we had not an organization. Nobody had. And so they make an organization. We make then other kind of ships. More specific. That's where we start really the first one. So the ship even have funnels. Before normally they had it.
Right.
So means that we started the Navy. So we had the Templars in the beginning. And then a good old French this same French king who put the Templars to stop. English. The English get in struggle. We talk about the 100 Years' War. England had before the heart of France. And maybe you hadn't heard about Jeanne d'Arc, and France was capable to push them from France. And then they would come over to the island of England. Then Portuguese is the only navy at that time came along. So just to know what we are talking about. The Renaissance, the most populated country with the most people, was always France. That time France had 40 million. England, after the election, just 6.5. So they want to come over, and normally there's a good chance for the French to take over England too. So it was not possible that even one French soldier could take 1 feet on English ground. Of course, the English and the French get noticed that the Navy could be capable. Yeah? They started to build his own Navy, of course. So, but maybe you can guess, this same French king that put in struggle the Netherlands and the English was completely upset with the Portuguese. And even though they were so big, they even joined with the most powerful nation in the Peninsula Maryland, which is now Portugal, Spain. And the most powerful nation at that time was Castilla, with 7 million people. Yeah, Spain is not that old as Portugal by far. There was a nation called Castilla, and they killed all the nation that was there, exception that never could take Portugal. That's why it looks like that. So, and Castilla was the most powerful with 7 million people. And French and Castilla, they had an organized army, which Portugal doesn't have at that time. That was quite normal. A lot of countries in the Middle Ages had not an army to fight in the wars. It was the normal people with the normal stuff what they usually use for war.
Yeah.
So They came over about 100 kilometers from here with a professional army. And the English came help us with the famous long arms. But still, there was five. Also, we could prepare the site. So we prepared so well that the most for the So who's left was the Castilians, a few French, and the Portuguese with them. Normal people, men and women. And after hours, the Castilians turned around and began to run. There was a woman, a bakery woman with her bakery shop. And she killed 7 Castilians on the run.
Wow.
So, you will notice I have a lot of stories of bravery.
Good.
So, what we say in Portugal gets this point. So, England helped us with the Crusaders, we helped England with the Navy. England helped us with the Londoners. Then we make an alliance. The oldest still in force alliance between the nations. It is since 1300
But what about when the English and the Portuguese were fighting because of the Protestant and the Catholic?
We didn't fight to each other.
Oh,
The English fight in North Ireland.
I see.
You know how I feel about the North Ireland people? I want to kiss and hug all of them
Yeah.
because I like the UK. I like
Yeah.
England because of our tradition, but because we are Catholic, we also like the Irish. So, and even our origin is the Celtic like the Irish too. I can tell you that too, but it will be expected.
Okay.
So, but even our nation was fought because a crown prince fought to put the Celtic crown of the Celtic on his motherland to join into our own nation, which is Portugal. So he was a crown prince of other countries.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And he get to war to his mother to make that happen. So, yeah, very special Spanish.
Yeah.
That is so, you see already, we have the special. So, now it is time I want to drive
Okay.
and show you some nice things.
Great.
I'd like to see St. George.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I have a little, please, I just put the seatbelt because the police would stop us.
Okay.
So let's see. So let's go. So our history is not that simple, but also not that boring. Maybe you notice.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and you see this White House there?
Yeah. Yes.
That is the Prince Real. That is the house where our crown prince always lived. So our king's family was completely different to the others because the crown prince lived in between the people. So he was not extra like in England. So he learned how to be Portuguese with the people around him, and then he started to be king. So now we go downtown. Downtown. So we have, we was the nation. This tiny nation was the first nation who make an empire who expired all the 5 continents. It was Portugal who was first.
Yes, yes.
And that's why we have foreigners from our old colonies, even 200, 300 years ago.
Yes.
And one of them make this shop in red. that was that is an old Chinese family.
Oh wow.
And that is a nice bar with a lot of arts. In the night they're open. A recommendation if you have time to go in the night in there. Very, very nice. So, and even you don't can see that there was Chinese descent because they mix completely up. So
yeah. And when you go to Macau, I've been to Macau.
yeah.
And Macau, it looks like this. All of the buildings in Macau look like European, Portuguese.
Yeah, of course we you know how we get Macau? We just asked the
Oh really?
we just can we have a place to trade?
Yeah.
And they gave us, and that must be very small, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
original part.
Yeah. And then Japan too. You had a colony in Japan? Or
No,
no?
but he was the guy who found Japan for the Europeans.
Got it. Okay.
And that's a funny story too. I will tell you, but before I tell you about Japan, look on the left.
Okay.
Yes,
That
we
is-
were here earlier.
Yeah.
You was here already.
Yeah,
okay.
we were here earlier.
Okay, great.
It's beautiful.
So, oh, sorry, bumpy roads. Sometimes I want to sing. Bumpy roads, take me home. No, this one. The people are always afraid. they're not thinking that we will stop.
You never know.
Never know.
In France, they don't stop.
Oh yeah. Some Portuguese also not. Why? So yeah, the reason why we found Japan is because the one captain decided too late to leave China, which means too late. In the winter, the storms are too heavy. So he left late, came in the storm, and on Japan.
Oh, he crashed in Japan.
The crash, no, the ship was still okay, but he don't decide anymore to start again.
I see.
He just asked the warlord if he can stay there.
Oh.
The warlord gave him the permission to stay the winter. So he stayed the winter, and every day the sailors shooting with a gun about 19-20 ducks, and the warlord get notice. The time the Japanese have just thrown an arrow, and there was the pipes. So many ducks. So when the Portuguese king have to leave, the Portuguese captain have to leave, the warlord asked him for one gun. Yeah, and of course they give them one gun. After 1.5 years, when they came back to greet the warlord, this warlord make copies.
Yeah.
And he got so many of these guns, and he take over whole Japan.
Whoa.
And since then, Japan was united. That's why the Portuguese was for a long time the only one who had the permission to trade with Japan.
Wow. Wow.
So now we go to the left. Woohoo. Please look on the right side.
Yes.
This one is our oldest theaters. It's called Trindade. Maybe you would translate it to Trinity, Theater Trinity. It is still in work. They open at night the doors, and then you can see the lights and insides and go to the pieces.
Wow.
Since the age of the kings. And now I show you the most important for the man. Now the man always thinking, what is the most important? I would say beer. Please look on the left, the old brewery,
Oh.
and it have the color
That's beautiful.
like the Portuguese beer, golden yellow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
So sorry I cannot stop because of the traffic.
That's okay.
Okay.
No, that's we see it.
So, and we had a big earthquake, 70-55 earthquake, and uptown they had a fire because the capable people had carpet in the wall, carpet in the floor, oil lamps falling down. And Bairro Alto, this uptown, there live the capable people. And they flee to downtown. And downtown, in front of the palace, then came a tsunami.
Seriously?
Yes.
That
Killed more of the half of the people and changed the history of Europe. I will explain you more, but I start with this story because we will see a victim of the earthquake. That is the Church of Carmo. That will be never rebuilt because it is a remember of it, of the earthquake. And of course, here's the Carmo. You see the Church of Carmo. So, in the next building, you see also the National Guard in front. That is the headquarters of the National Guard. And it's, maybe you will say, but it is unusual that the headquarters have a National Guard in front. Because that was also the place where the revolution against our dictator takes an end. Because the dictator flee to the National Guard. And the National Guard and the army pleased the dictator to leave the country. And there you see, and if someone said we Portuguese have no blonde hair, that is not true. At least on the helmet we have. That is it. And we have also the exception, even we have nice guards, very beautiful. They don't need to be so strict like in England because we are a democracy and not a monarchy anymore. So now we take the way to downtown. And you know, we Portuguese, we have a complicated history, but we like the simple mind. We like to live simple, and we named the things simple. That's why uptown called uptown, and downtown called down. So, and you will see the train station to my left, this one. They're called the Rossio. It is built in monolithic style.
Wow.
And you see the one end is on uptown, the other is in downtown.
Yeah.
So the train stopped in the upper floor.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So, and you will notice why it is in monolithic style. The monolithic style you found only here in Portugal. It's named after King Manuel, 15th century, in the age of the biggest expand of the empire. And is very playful, ornament of the sea, ornament of the shapes. Just a moment, and yet, then you will see it in the front and the whole beautiness of the style. Just a second. The train station will appear again on my left when this house row ends. And Lisbon had that style before the earthquake. And of course the train station is not from the same age, so it is a rebuilt.
Yeah.
Or this is, we called it neoclassic, but it's very a good example to understand what Portugal is.
I see. Very detailed, intricate.
Yes, very like a little kid who can paint very nice.
Yeah.
So where we come now, that is the Square Restauradoras And this one wants to remember us of the 60 years of Spanish rulership. 3 Spanish kings. They never get us by war, but when our king had no successor, the kingdom falls to the Spanish. And then we have to learn that we are not Spanish.
Yep.
And we liberate us from them. And then we have to make a force to join our empire again. And that's why it called Restauradores, means restoration of our empire.
Oh.
So, and this square leads us to the Avenida de Liberdade, which means the Avenue of the Freedom. That is the most expensive street of Lisbon, with the very famous shops. So, brands. So I'm a bit older. I thought Rolex is the most expensive watch, but there I learned there's a watch 50,000 euros as the most cheapest one. So
Freedom is expensive.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
great! I will record this.
Use that.
So this building here on the corner, that was the old cinema. It is built in a nice way with ornaments on the top. Please look.
Oh wow! Look at that.
And this is now the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, the Hard Rock.
So now we drive a bit of this avenue, and this avenue has 3 streets, 2 small one and 1 main one in the center. Oh, and so, but we will turn, and the shop was this one.
I
with
see.
the 50.
Oh,
Even I don't know the name.
Yeah.
So okay. So we will go to the end because unfortunately there's also the biggest monument of Lisbon, but there's a big traffic around, takes a long time for one. That is, and by the way, it is not the king, it is Marquês de Pombal. You know, the king of the earthquake was just 5 years on charge. And when it appeared the earthquake, he get in deep sadness. So he looked in the ancient tree of very successful kings, and he thought that he was punished by God. So he get in this pressure, and then he goes to his castle in Sintra, about 30 kilometers from here, and he locked himself up for the rest of his life.
Oh wow.
He just said to the Marquês de Pombal, better the death and take care of the survivors. It is on the end. Sorry, that is.
I see. Okay.
It's too green. Too green.
No, I know. You can see.
And Marquês de Pombal get a lot of power, and on the end he makes the biggest statue, and my favorite queen have to make an end of him because he takes too much power. Even he wants to that she will not the succeeder because she was the first one, and I'm very thankful that Maria the First take over him because she get also Napoleon. That's great, right? So I talked already Maria the First, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Unless she was the one with the
No.
shovel.
That I will stop for that. You will love it
Okay.
Okay.
because she is my personal favorite king. I say it like that, not like queen, because I want to include the man too. Okay, I want to not be general right. I just want to include the man too. And I will explain you why. Just a second, because I want that performed completely right. Just a second. Maria the First was the daughter of Jose first.
Okay.
The city was still destroyed from the earth.
From the earthquake, yeah.
So, and the earthquake changed whole Europe. People writing letters. This country fighting for Christianity when they founded And then after it even spread all over the world, why it get punished by God? All languages, all countries, the letters was somehow flat. And always more or less this was question. And what is it? Renaissance was fundamentalistic Christian. And that happening, it did not fit on that thing. It changed from the Renaissance. What is happening in New Age? Sorry, man, no stockings anymore. So but it's true. Yeah, so stockings and so many funky stuff. And then it was the end of it, and then also the democratization of Europe started. And also the my favorite food,
There's many elevators.
have to face is the most biggest army Europe ever saw, and that was the army of Napoleon. Because of that, that's something they talk about Russia. Russia was not overtaken by Napoleon because there was way too big Napoleon troops dead in the winter. And the Russians flee from Moscow, and that's why they had nothing to get to even. That's why they don't succeed. And Portugal was not overtaken by Napoleon because he was racist. And our leader was our king. What she did? She changed the country. She changed the whole of the country. From Lisbon, put it to Rio de out of our empire.
In Brazil.
Yes, it became capital of the Empire of Portugal for a few years. And all the important people to maintain the empire go to Brazil. And when the army of this general of Napoleon, called general, to Portugal, you didn't face him as army. You faced him as guerrilla warriors. Even after weeks, France could not take Portugal. And the Spanish capital was already overtaken. They come through the borders and help us. Three. Outside. And we pushed them. French troops, Napoleon troops. So Napoleon not only lost Russia, he lost also and on the edge of the.
Wow.
Now you understand why I like
Yes, yes.
So, you know, my Portuguese colleagues have another thing. So, but I think I'm more important. Unfortunately, Maria the first one day get in depression, and the people back then said they get stupid. For my thinking, even that was right, their thinking, I don't need to think that just a illness. So, and on the top, maybe she's not really guilty of it because her father was really depressed of a real thing because of the earthquake. Because there's nobody to explain the earthquake.
Yeah.
And that you are guilty. And you thought your whole life why you are guilty.
Yeah.
So I understand that. And why not? Why you must warn the people even they get ill. Everybody can get ill. So that is just a kind of illness. So that is not a thing how to see modern or background, but it's still a illness.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that is I love that's why it's my favorite. Not only everybody. I have a special relation to our women in Portugal, but we have a lot of stories. And maybe when you see our Lisbon street, maybe you see even the shoes are not made to be fancy, they're made to be warm, to be comfortable, and we want to our women strong. We don't want like that. No. We just want like a human is.
Yeah.
You need your hand.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we had an accident on an elevator. The elevator was this one.
It was right here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wow. It was right here.
On my right, a very special building that is built in Artico. It was a theater. Nowadays is a hotel. So inside it was empty, and then they put rooms inside. It was a theater on the heaven, just open air. Open air.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Is the style called Artico, that is in the beginning of the 20th century was common. So the in between the old style and the modern style, still a lot, something special you have to decorate it, big decorated, that's why it's called Artico.
I see.
Yeah. Sorry for honking.
That's okay.
Because the people here are coming that they're sleeping, and then you have to wake them. So, sorry. So, but by the rest, we Portuguese are like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. When you go by feet, We are the most patient people you can find. You can make pictures for a minute, nobody says something, and we stay there, nothing, not a voice, nothing. But when we get a car under the back, it's like Bruce Banner and the Alex here, you know. They get to this big monster, and it's more funny by the Portuguese because you see a big car, and the guy inside is screaming to you, and then they come out of the car, and then you see a tiny little car. So, like you know, like these dogs, these small dogs. Traffic today. So this square called the Rocio, and on the top of this pillar is Pedro the Fourth. Pedro the Fourth was the son of Maria the First. And he was a 9-year-old prince when he came to Brazil because of Napoleon.
Yeah.
And he was still a prince when he came back. But he saw a destroyed Lisbon and a nice function Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
When he became king, he decided to split the empire in two. So we became also Pedro I of Brazil. Brazil get its independence without war, without demonstration. And Brazil gets a king too, because of his decision.
So then, was he the king of both empires?
Yes, and
Wow.
that was what a journalist asked him. So now you are king of both. Where do you want to be buried?
Yeah.
And he said, I want to be buried in Brazil, but my heart will always stay in Portugal. The next king took a little bit, and he died. Opened the body, take the heart off, and put the heart in a basilica. In Porto, which the old name was Portus Scala. Be careful with your wishes. No? So this part was hit by the tsunami.
Wow.
So it means the earthquake shake the stones down, and then the stones was washed away. So this, all of this is built after 1755. That's why the house rows looks the same size. The windows have the same distance. The floor have the same height. That was built in a row. And please look now to my right. To my right, because you see one of the old elevators, elevator Santa Justa. That was built 1902 in the age of the kings still. The kings were still in force. And in the beginning was even powered by a water tank. The water tank was linked to the cabin, get up, get filled up, get heavy, push the cabin with the people up. So now it's electric, but unfortunately it is out of function because of the accident of the other elevator. So the accident of the other elevator is a bit curious because there was tested a week before by engineer Bureau who are specialized for that. And that's why all the elevators who was tested by them are closed
I see.
until you found out what is really happened.
Interesting.
Because there was two security systems didn't work also. Not only that the rope, the wire rope, also the emergency brakes didn't work.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Scary.
Unfortunately, yes,
Yeah.
very true. And very, very sad because this particular elevator was the oldest one of these lines goes up. It works 80 years without a problem.
Wow.
Ah, very good. It helps when you play music with others, you know.
Yeah.
So when we get green, please look then on the right, because there you see the Arco d'Augusta and the place called Commercio, Casa de Commercio. That was the place where the palace of the kings was located before the earthquake and tsunami. Please look.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So the next you will see could be very important when you came back home. For the case you found some guy or some woman which come original from Lisbon. And I guess you would talk about Lisbon. We'll talk about beautiful city. Maybe you will talk about a nice tour guide. But unexpectedly, they will always ask you a question when you're not in this tour, you don't get it. They always ask you, did you saw the San Antonio? And when you are not in this tour, you don't get it. I will show you what it's about.
Okay.
The San Antonio is one of the most important saints of the Catholic Church. He is the saint of the poor people and the lost things. He was a priest and he expressed the belief very well. Even God gave them sight, so the other could see, get enlightened, and everything. So, like this one point on. You saw one day in your life the Blues Brothers? No, never.
The what quarters?
The Blues Brothers.
Oh, the Brooks Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you remember that one time he found the the belief on God, and then the lights get on it. So that is the one of the miracles about Sant Antonio.
Okay.
So why the Lisbon people take him so seriously? Even he get his holy status in Italy, Padua, is because he born in Lisbon. And I show you, and that is means if you saw the Sant Antonio, is to see where he born, the statue of himself, and the church, which had the name of Sant Antonio. And the square on all of this is here on my left. And you see a black statue in the center.
Oh yeah.
That is the Sant Antonio statue. And you see a little kid on the arm, which means the Jesus kid.
Oh yeah.
And you see a house covered with flower.
Yep.
That is the house where he born, which is now a museum.
Oh.
And the white church, that is the church of Sant Antonio. And we Catholic, we think when we have problems that we lost something or we get poor, it is a good idea to pray in this church. So I lost often stuff. I try to pray, but this will work on my side. So, and Sant Antonio went even to be monk here or priest here in Lisbon, and he served for the most oldest church here in Lisbon, which is our cathedral there next. Built 1147, right when our king arrived to Lisbon.
Wow.
And this one is that strong built, even survived earthquake and tsunami.
Wow.
Only one pillar moved about 40 centimeters, but the roof didn't fall down.
Wow.
But every time when it's rain also inside. And in the winter it rains a lot, then it have to be the most cleanest floor. Oh, he wants to go to that. Okay. And now I want to say sorry, because this street, I call it the Wild Horse Street. And maybe you can guess why. Vampiro.
Okay.
So I try to make it much comfortable as possible, but this car has 3 wheels, so there's always one hole I have to go into.
Yeah.
And maybe you know already, Lisbon have a lot of hills, and that's why we have a lot of miradores. One miradores you saw, that is the viewpoint, San Pedro de Alcântara, is a nice view to the downtown and also to the old part of Lisbon. And the next one you will see called Santa Lucia, and this one have a nice view to the harbor. And nowadays there's also the cruise liners there. You see also some cruise liners. Just a second. So please look to my right. Here is Santa Lucia. This tree is the jacaranda, which came from South America. In our city, it have always flowers on it. Only in the winter not. So we are rich on hills, and that's why we are rich on miradores. And the next one have a poetical name called Portas do Sol, or Vampiro. Portas do Sol, which means the doors to the sun. And it is quite correct, because the sun mostly shines in, not now. Okay. And here you see a statue, and that is the real saint of Lisbon, which is St. Vincent. And you see also on the left hand a ship, and on the ship are 2 crows. We will talk more about him.
Okay.
unfortunately you can feel the city. Unfortunately, right now you can feel the city. So the city needs good drivers because the streets are very narrow and you can cause the traffic jam you stop yourself in. It's a bit difficult, but you see we are still stupid drivers. So please look on the left, you will see a house which is look out of the place. That is because it was built before of the discovery age, before Portugal get rich. It was built in the 7th century.
Wow.
Very old.
Wow.
Our city also invited a lot of modern artists from all over the world. One of them made this cobblestone mosaic. And because most of them mentioned about Portugal and Lisbon, we believe that is Amalia Rodriguez, our most famous fadista. And now we will say, what is a fadista? A fadista, that are the people who sing and play our folk music called fado, but we don't call them musicians, because musician is not honor enough. Because the fado is a singing philosophy. From our perspective, it has to elevate our culture, and that's why the music have to fit the lyrics meanings. So, and the people who make it very well, they get famous and get honor here. So the White Horse Street will take an end, not right now, but in a second. It's changed to the Massage Street. Much better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Gasse. Maybe you can translate it to the Church of Grace.